everyone, my name is Juvenita, and today I will be discussing a powerful idea by Carroll and Tomlinson. Differentiated instruction is not a set of strategies, but a way of thinking about teaching and learning. This quote highlights that differentiation is not merely a list of classroom techniques of activities. Instead, it is a mindset, a philosophy that views teaching as a process of meeting learners where they are and helping each one grow from that point. As a future educator, I believe this way of thinking is essential if we want to make education truly inclusive, meaningful, and responsive to the needs of every student. Tomlinson's statement reminds us that teachers must move beyond one-size-fits-all teaching. Differentiated instruction, or DI, is rooted in the belief that all students can learn, but not in the same way or at the same pace. When we approach teaching with this mindset, we stop seeing diversity as a problem and start seeing it as a strength. Every student brings a unique combination of readiness, interests, learning styles, and personal experiences that can enrich the learning environment. So, differentiation is not something we do occasionally. It becomes the foundation of how we plan, teach, and assess. Let me now explain the four critical components of differentiated instruction: readiness, interest, learning styles, and learning environment. Readiness refers to how prepared a student is to learn new content or skills. It's about what they already know and what kind of support they need next. For example, in a mathematics class, some students may already understand fractions, while others are still struggling with basic division. A teacher using DI might group students based on their readiness and design tailored activities. Those who are ready for a challenge can solve complex problems, while those who need support receive guided practice. This ensures every student learns at their appropriate level. No one is left behind, and no one is held back. Second is interest. Interest refers to the topics or ideas that spark curiosity and motivation. When teachers connect listens to students' personal interests, engagement increases significantly. For instance, when teaching persuasive writing, students could choose to write about a topic they care about, such as climate change, gaming, or sports. When students feel personally connected to what they learn, they are more likely to think critically, persist through challenges, and produce higher quality work. Learning styles describe the preferred ways in which students process information. Some are visual learners who learn best through image and diagrams. Others are auditory learners who understand better through discussion. And some are kinesthetic learners who need hands-on experiences. A teacher who embraces differentiation uses multiple approaches: video storytelling, role plays, experiments, and group work. to ensure every student can access the content. This diversity in teaching methods helps prevent boredom and supports deeper understanding. The learning environment is the physical and emotional climate on classroom. It includes how the room is arranged, how students interact, and how safe and supported they feel. A positive, inclusive environment allows students to take risks, ask questions, and express themselves freely. Teachers can design flexible seating, use respectful communication, and promote collaboration so that students feel valued and respected. As Tomlinson noted, differentiation flourishes in classrooms where respect for individual differences is part of culture. Let me describe how I might apply differentiated instruction in a real classroom scenario. Imagine I am teaching a year 5 English class about descriptive writing. My students have very different levels of readiness. To address this, I first conduct a simple pre-assessment, perhaps asking them to describe a picture in a short paragraph. Based on the result, I divide the class into 3 flexible groups. Group 1 consists of students who need more support. I provide them with sentence starter, guided vocabulary, and visual aids to help them organize ideas. Group 2 includes students who are fairly confident. They work with peers to expand their paragraphs using sensory details. Group 3 contains advanced learners. They are challenged to write a longer story using figurative language and more complex sentence structure. Meanwhile, I also differentiate based on interest. Students can choose whether to describe a place, an animal, or favorite food. By allowing choice, I encourage them to take ownership of their learning. Finally, I create a supportive learning environment by celebrating all efforts and encouraging peer feedback in a respectful manner. The goal isn't to make all students produce the same result, but to help each one progress meaningfully from their starting point. Through my learning and experience, I have realized that differentiated instruction is the heart of inclusive education. Inclusion is not just about having students with diverse abilities in the same classroom. It's about ensuring that every student is genuinely learning, participating, and growing. As a future teacher, I want to move away from seeing differentiation as extra work. Instead, I want to see it as a good teaching. When we differentiate, we need a message to students that their individuality matters. We tell them, you belong here. I will meet you where you are. This approach requires continuous reflection and flexibility. It challenges teachers to design lessons that balance fairness with high expectations. But it also brings immense satisfaction because when students feel understood and supported, they flourish. In conclusion, differentiated instruction is not simply a teaching method. It is a mindset that transforms the way we see our students and ourselves as educators. Carol Ann Tomlinson's statement reminds us that true teaching begins when we accept diversity as the norm, not the exception. By addressing readiness, interests, learning styles, and learning environment, we can create classrooms that are not only effective but also compassionate. As future educators, we must remember equality means giving everyone the same thing, but equity means giving each student what they need to succeed.